No.
Laszlo, is that Marie? Or is that
That's
Isabella?
Marie. It's Marie.
Okay, interesting.
Alright.
We did see Vinard do really well against Isabella last tournament, so that might be the thinking behind it. We'll see. I know Laszlo has very few options from long guard compared to Marie, so... And obviously Vinard's going to be wanting to use that. They both draw blood after hesitating a bit to engage, both of them. And then MeistroCake's going with a low guard. Vinard's throwing a bunch of stabs out of range, I think trying to keep his opponent at bay, but all that does is leave him open, it turns out. So Maestro with the first point, but Vinard quickly gets a point of his own with a cut. One thing Laszlo does have going for him, though, is faster footwork, so he can close in pretty quickly. MeistroCake getting way too close there, and Vinard just punishes. And then there's a long guard by both of them. Maestro trying to find an angle there. You can see him sidestepping a little bit. Vinard's doing the same thing with those cuts, but it just leaves him open. 2-2 though, it's a relatively even fight. Both fighters punishing each other's mistakes immediately. Yeah, it is totally possible that Velociraptor's the one fighting right now, but I don't think it is. I think Maestro has a certain way of fighting, and I trust him. He's a very honorable guy, but that would be hilarious nonetheless. And then there's another point. Maestro is very familiar with Marie, as we have seen before as well. That was interesting. He rushed in, but didn't even throw a stab, so I think there might have been maybe some lag going on there. I don't know.
I'm having kinda lag as well, but sometimes freezes, but it's normal, so I don't care. Oh, I got stabbed.
Stream looks decent at least, so at least from what I saw.
Yeah.
Vinard drawing some blood, trying to draw more blood with those stabs. That's what I was talking about earlier, though. He doesn't have a whole lot of options, and then cuts the head. Nicely done by Maestro. Maestro knowing exactly how to deal with long guard. Low guard by Maestro, bringing his blade, his opponent's blade down to match it, but can't quite draw blood as a result of the trickery. There's some pokes by Maestro. There's another point. And Vinard gets stabbed right in the knee there, but is able to follow it up with a cut. There's a stab to the arm in Cortada.
GG.
Be interesting to see who Vinard picks now. Will he stick with Laszlo or will he switch it up? The Marie pick might have been specifically for Laszlo, yeah?
I'm going with Isabella.
Okay.
Because they have no chance versus rapiers with any stab.
Well.
But yeah,
well,
instantly.
You revealed your hand, so.
Well, he would go with that one or Isabella anyways, so it's not like
That's
I
true.
would
He might have switched
fight
anyway.
like Jacek or something.
Yeah, I think it's an easy one to predict too.
Yeah.
Anyway, Vinard actually gets the first point, punishing the high guard by Maestro. Rush by Vinard gets another point. Alright, Vinard swinging out of range. Maestro doing a bit of that too. Stab by Maestro, but it's more of a graze. What? Where'd the sword go? Anyway, that was the hit was legit at least, so that's another point for Vinard. Jeez, that sword was like powered by a supersonic jet engine or something. Alright, Maestro with his first point. We see that a lot of Zera too, because Zera hits so hard, so that it's more likely to cause physics issues. And another hit by Vinard. Vinard doing a really good job of finding those hits. Maestro pushing some aggression, the stab does not connect. Vinard throwing a bunch of swings, but Maestro capitalizes. Oh, they both do an upward swing. I thought Maestro was in a lot of trouble there, but he managed to generate just enough power to force a double. Nice high guard punish by Maestro. And at this point, it's actually pretty even. Maestro's got his rhythm now. I have to say, I'm a bit surprised Vinard is doing this well, but each of his hits have been really precise so far. Swings out of range by both. Testing the waters a little bit. Maestro with a stab, Vinard only with a slight cut. Vinard just rushes in. Maestro actually almost messed up that punish, surprisingly, but he actually got it, so that was good. It just looked a little bit delayed because Vinard's blade was in the way, but he was able to still twist his blade around and hit the head. Vinard just spamming a bunch of cuts and he manages to find it. Maestro not capitalizing on his opponent's aggression, he just stands there and blocks. And Maestro going with a high guard there, that was the mistake because it lowers his guard. Okay, that was a whiff. Very unfortunate for Maestro. The edge just bounced off Vinard's head. Yeah, I even just saw it there in the stream. It lags a bit, but you can see the edge clearly hit his head. And then Vinard with the first point.
G.
I think Vinard was a bit ahead for most of that fight, though, so I don't think the whiff was in any way what decided that, so... I'm sure Maestro was a little upset about that. So, 1-1. Maestro going back with Isabella. I think that's advisable. You definitely don't want to use Marie in that matchup, so... Yeah, I know, right? What was that with? There was a clear hit to the top of the head. Oh well. Maestro at the first point, though. Maestro needs to focus his rage and use it. That's how he's gonna win this. Stab to the shoulder, actually. Then a clashing of blades, Maestro getting the better end of it. Maestro's probably really comfortable in those exchanges. He's had many of those against really good longsword players, so... Vinard just rushes in. Maestro, I see what he's going for there, but he doesn't get it. And then Vinard manages to punch him, stunning his opponent, and then getting a bunch of cuts in. It looked like Maestro was getting the better end at first, but he couldn't capitalize. I think he was just a bit too far. And there's a double.
Oh, I fucked up my name.
Oh, I didn't even look, yeah.
Yeah, I just
oh well.
Kinda out of focus, concentrated on the battle.
Yes, I can confirm I'm not the one playing right now.
Yeah, I probably thought about Subotai and just wrote Subotai.
Oh, okay, that stab whiffed, it just completely missed. But that was a really good cut to counter Vinard's stab. Maestro getting the better end of this round. Okay, that was an interesting physics glitch there, but Vinard got the hit. Maestro with only a slight hit by comparison. Both fighters rushing it, but Maestro backs away the last second. That could have ended badly because he was hesitating, but he kept his guard up, and that was what ended up being important. As he was able to counter. Both go for a stab. Vinard just goes for 2 stabs. And his timing was better. Vinard closing the gap now. Maestro was having a dominant performance, but Vinard's aggression there forces a double. Maestro not timing his counter properly. Sometimes it's easy to get really secure, like you think, oh, he's just throwing a swing, so I can swing back and repose, but... Sometimes you're unintentionally suicidal when you do that, as well, so... 2-2. Sorry, both need 2 flags to win this fight. It's 5-5. There's another double. Yeah, absolutely, Peplon. It's really nice that you can do that. Wow, that was really well done by Maestro. His opponent rushed in, so he just scalped him. You don't see that move used a whole lot, so it was really good to see. Vinard with a kill there, clean hit to the hand. And they both just need one flag to secure this round. Vinard rushing in again. I'm surprised he tried that once more. Vinard with relentless aggression. I don't think Maestro meant to push though, and that decided it.
GG.
Now what's Maestro gonna do here? I think we know what Vinard is gonna do.
I'm gonna keep playing Isabella team.
Yeah, it's very easy to do that sometimes, to accidentally push when you're mashing buttons, so it's a good point. Okay, Maestro, a bit of long guard action there, but not actually going for a stab. And there's the first double of this round right off the bat. They both went for a similar thing there. Maestro trying to stab, it's that move that was used against Warden in the tournament, and the one that Warden really liked using, but it didn't work here. That upward cut into thrust, and then Vinard getting another one. Vinard just going for a bunch of upward cuts, and Maestro punishes it. Nice punish by Maestro. Alright, clean cut by Maestro. By Vinard. I think Maestro was trying to sidestep, but he got hit in the head. Vinard going for a bunch of swings, but Maestro staying calm and going for his combo. Intercepting the swings and getting a kill. Maestro switching guards quickly, trying to hide his intentions. Vinard just standing still. He's able to parry that stab. I think Maestro is just too far away. There's a sweet spot where you have to be a bit closer, but you don't want to be too close, otherwise you'll just get killed. Vinard gotta watch his stamina, rushes in. He doesn't even connect his hit. Just gets hit right in the head. Both go for an upward cut, and the result is predictable. A double. I don't think they expected the other to do that, though. What is... Okay, Maestro must be lagging or something. I don't know what that was. Just walking right into that swing. But he didn't die, so... And he forced a double. So in the end, it didn't really matter. Alright, Iron Gate by Maestro. We haven't seen a lot of that from him. Ooh, that was out of range. Thankfully, Vinard did not punish it properly. However, he gets a clean upward slash there, punishing Maestro's attempt at the same move. Maestro throwing a bunch of swings out of range, and he gets sniped in the arm. Vinard's doing a good job of controlling the pace of the fight. He just needs one more. But Maestro gets a kill. Maestro's not out of this yet. We've seen crazier things from him. Vinard just throwing swings, trying to get those snipes. Maestro with a good stab, but Vinard's able to get a hit and turn. Both of them swing, and there's another double. Can hear Vinard breathing a little bit. He's definitely tense right now. Maestro is probably tense himself. Because he really needs to win this. But he got a kill there, so he totally can. Vinard rushing in. Oh my goodness. Maestro is really lucky to have gotten that double. I think Vinard's attack made Maestro really flustered there, and that's why he got hit. But thankfully he was able to force the double. And Vinard actually gets it. Nicely done.
GG, and I took down the Horseman of Isabella, so officially I'm the Horseman of Isabella. GG. Very nice game, Maestro. Thank you very much. It was very intense. I really enjoyed it.